Now, for those of you who are there, you want to invest in Nigeria. If you know what you're doing and you're organized about it, the return on investment that you can get in Nigeria, you can never get in the economies where you live. That is the truth. Let me tell you something. Yesterday I said I've been in some board meeting for the past 2 days. Okay. All the money that fund is giving out is from international funds from around the world. Why do you think they put their money in Africa? The highest return, even though they talk about the risk, the reality is our risk is based on perception. You must go and understand how country risk is calculated. Perception is such a huge part of it. Unfortunately, there's a huge perception issue with Nigeria that is very far from reality. Every time I'm on the plane, and I live on the plane, trust me, most of the people in business and first class are who? They're white people coming to do business where? What are they coming to do? If there's nothing good here, ask yourself. When you go around, I remember one day, one of my factories is joint venture with the largest French manufacturer of office seating. So when I was going to bring them to Nigeria, they had all this panic mode. All their neighbors would be watching TV about Nigerian news to tell them. So I told the guy who was working with me on it, I said, just come to Nigeria and you can come and see my country before I have to be explaining what I don't need to explain every day. Oh, we have problems. Don't doubt that. But every other country has problem. America has problem right now. So let's not talk about that. But we ourselves, we use our mouth to destroy our country. I told the guy, come, I will be at the airport to receive you. When he came, I took him around some of our projects in Lagos. They could see their furniture there. I then took him to Abuja and went to show him. Then there were a lot of buildings under construction. I said, you see all these buildings? There will be office furniture that will go inside. It's either yours or it's somebody else's. So you make the choice. Then in the afternoon, I said, let's have lunch at the Hilton before we go to Lagos. We go and catch our flight. When we got to the hotel, you know, God has a sense of humor. When we got to the Hilton, there was a long table of women having lunch. They were all French women. He could hear them speaking, so he knew they were French. He said, oh, those are French women. I said, oh, yes, they are. That their husbands are somewhere all around Abuja making money. They are having fun, enjoying their life. The guy looked at me. I said, so you want to believe CNN or you want to understand that there are realities on ground? Just ask yourself. So you live there. Yes, there are risks with your investment in Nigeria, but it means you must be prudent, you must be diligent, and you must make the right choices. If you invest in properties, the return on asset for your property, you cannot get it where you are. Now, the next question I know you're going to ask me is, what about exchange rate? Exchange rate varies. It's about the time and the season. But you know what? If it's an asset like a building, you make no losses until you sell it, and you make no losses except you are changing that money back to FX at that moment in time. So it's really that you have to understand the system. Don't be sending money to your uncle to help you buy land and build a house that you might never find a house built or anything. You know, if you are really going to invest in property in this day and age, there are enough property developers who are building assets that you must know how to invest in. Then, you know, the thing about property is there's a shortage of housing in Nigeria today, but most people do not understand where that shortage is. So you live abroad, maybe before you travel, you used to live in the Lekki axis. So that's all you see as value. Okay. But investment is demand driven. You have to know where the need is to know where to put your money. The need for housing in like Lagos is not in Lekki and VI or Ikoyi. Why? There's oversupply. There are many empty houses, blocks of apartments in that axis, and they're overpriced. So they're there. If you go, what are the needs that people have? Room, what do they call them? Self-contained, 1 room, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms. And where is the highest need? On the mainland. It's not on the island. But most people don't do their homework. So the fact that you want to live on the island, must your investments be after your pattern? It's an investment. It's not you that will live there. If you build face me, I face you. Is it about you or about the economics of that investment? So what you need to do is think. What kind of investment are you making? Where are the real needs? What kind of rent does it command? And how can you manage the asset? People tend to define investment by what they like. It's like women who do business. You want to sell bags. Okay, you like designer bags. All right. But you live in Surulere. Then you open a shop on somewhere in Surulere and you put Louis Vuitton, Gucci and everything. The day you open, you make money. Why? It's your friends you invited to the opening. They're like you. They will buy it, and so you'll be deceived into thinking that you have the right model. Then for the next 6 months, people will come in. They will like it. They will carry it. Then they will go next door and buy the copy. Why? Because their pockets they like it, so your shop is aspirational, but their reality is in the shop that is selling the Chinese copy. Or even better, they buy the Turkish copies because they're higher quality. So we need to harmonize those things. You can invest in Nigeria. The return on investment, you can only dream of it. There are funds that are set up in Europe. I work in multiple platforms that have investments come into Africa. And what they're looking for is the return. The return you can command in Africa, there are few places in the world where you can get it. We're an emerging economy. The opportunities are still there. The growth potential is there. The returns are there, but you must manage well, and you must understand what you're doing, and you must do your homework and find the right ways to put your money at work.